What's up with it? You watching the Big Bomber TV? And yeah, we about to check out this video from the YouTube channel Rap Daily. And the title is How Foolio Mom Got Shot 8 Times on Camera. Yeah, man, I definitely heard about her getting hit like 8 times, you know what I mean? I was shocked. I was thinking, shit, this shit gotta be deeper than I thought, you feel me? For real, but like I don't know all the details about that situation and haven't watched the video, so I don't know what they talking about, you know what I mean? But let's check it out and see what they talking about.
Pain and grief have been a long-time visitor in Foolio's house since his involvement in the deadly gang war of Jacksonville. Not only was Foolio smoked at the end, but his mom was shot 8 times as a result.
So time goes by after you get shot 8 times. Are you ready to relocate after that? I mean, but yeah, man, forget this whole Jacksonville thing.
In this video, I will show you exactly what happened and why this shooting was the final straw for Foolio's mom. Weep not, mother. Over the last couple of months, the internet was flooded with the news of the untimely death of one of Jacksonville's most controversial rappers, Foolio. What the internet was oblivious to is the fact that Foolio's mom, Miss Sandrikas, was shot 8 times as a result of the deadly gang beef in Jacksonville. Miraculously, Foolio's mom survived the shots. All along, this strong woman had been doing the most. She not only dealt with the pains of raising her kids in a dangerous neighborhood, but she was also a victim of the gun violence that seemed to characterize this neighborhood.
So time goes by after you get shot 8 times. Are you ready to relocate after that? I mean, but yeah, man, forget this whole Jacksonville thing.
Foolio's mother recounted in this interview how she was displaced from her own house after she was shot 8 times. She was petrified. Therefore, she had to run for her safety. It was quite unfortunate that she almost lost her life in a beef that ordinarily should not have concerned her. Foolio's mom getting shot 8 times became a sour topic on people's lips. One cannot begin to understand the terror that this woman has to live with simply because she is Foolio's mother. Miss Sandrikas has been a teacher all her life, and she has been a role model to all those taught, but her son Foolio brought terror upon her.
In that, she became a victim. As you can see, she said she got shot 8 times. 8?
As horror as that sounded, this happens to be a normal occurrence in Jacksonville. Rival gang members take no chances of showing up at each other's houses and shoot up their mother.
I ain't gonna lie, man. If it ain't no retaliation with that, I don't know what Foolio had all them guns for. You know what I'm saying? Situation like that, man, it gotta be a wipe out, man, for real. Like, man, I ain't seen the whole video. Maybe it's some retaliation or something, but something was supposed to happen for real, though.
This is my mama's right up. They shot my mama's house. They shot this part right up. My mama was in the room. They shot that bitch up. My house always got shot. They always spent on my.
This is ever-blazing Youngeen Ace, Foolio's biggest rival in Jackson, complaining about his mom's house, was not an exception from this menace. While in the middle of the deadly gang war in Jacksonville, Youngeen Ace's mother was affected too. When the house was under attack, Youngeen Ace confirmed that his mother was in there, and he showed how her room was ripped with bullets. However, all of these fatal wars would have been averted if Foolio had listened to his mother. As a peace-loving person who always tries to inspire people, Miss Sandrikas warned her child Foolio to stay out of the street beef and focus on just his music. She recounted how she tried to get him off the street.
I was so pissed off with him. Oh my gosh. I called him and cursed him out. I had other people call him. You know, a lot of times these kids not gonna listen to their mother.
Yeah, Foolio was one of those kids who never listens to their mother. The gist is that Foolio's mother wouldn't have been a victim of the street if Foolio was not reckless with his family's safety. In between his beef with Youngeen Ace, Foolio dropped a diss track in which he rapped out his house address to show how fearless he was. Soon after, Foolio wallowed in regrets.
Nigga spent on my house and shit like that, and my mama got hit one time.
A deadly beef.
Damn.
The beef between Youngeen Ace and Foolio is to this day heavy for the mouth to tell. Nevertheless, it is important to know that this altercation started way back in 2014. There is no actual certainty as to what started the beef between Youngeen Ace and Foolio, but what I can tell you is that the two had both mentioned that the beef started as a misunderstanding, which soon escalated into gun violence claiming lives, properties, and disrupting public peace in Florida.
What ultimately happened with your friend Bibby?
I go on Facebook. A little boy just got killed in the hilltop, like 16. So I'm like, They're like, yeah, he had on the uniform.
After Bibby, Foolio's best cousin was killed by the ATKs. The beef between the two rival gangs took a turn for the worst. Bibby's death hurt Foolio so much that he released a song in his honor. According to police reports, Bibby was killed by multiple gunshots in his mother's house. What was perhaps more painful for Foolio and Bibby's family was the disrespect that the ATKs displayed after killing the young boy.
I ain't gonna lie, these boys ain't had no limits, man. They going into your house while your mama there, shooting your mama and everything. So they had some real shit going on, I ain't gonna lie.
June 5th, 2018, Julio Foolio was bloodthirsty and ready to avenge the death of his brother. On that same day, Youngin Ace was out with 2 other ATK members, including his blood brother Quan and his friend Kobe. They partied and had fun all night. Youngin Ace was completely oblivious to the fact that his life was about to take a crazy turn forever. The gang stopped at the Wasabi Japanese steakhouse to have lunch, and in the spirit of celebration, they all posted pictures on social media, which seemed to be the precursor of the whole life-changing event. Youngin Ace recounted the tragic event that unfolded in an interview with Vlad. He explained that the gang is not used to hanging out in public, but thought it was cool to go out for celebration. A move that Youngin Ace regrets to this day.
We was coming from Wasabi. It was my little brother's 23rd birthday. We was hanging out though. We had our guard down, that's what it was.
Police reported that an unidentified vehicle drove by at the stoplight and opened fire on Youngin Ace and his brothers. Well, the drive-by shooter might be referred to as unidentified by the police, but Youngin Ace knew exactly where the attack came from. Fortunately, Youngin Ace survived the shootout miraculously with multiple bullets in his body. He tried to shield his favorite, cousin 23, from the bullets coming his way.
My little brother 23, my best friend, he really on the ground like Colin.
Unfortunately, 23, Quan and Corby did not survive the fatal incident.
Damn.
Royale Smith, it's that 4X. Who else that is? Quan.
Well, Foolio being Foolio, he wasted no time in dissing the dead and taking glory for his deeds. Foolio took to Instagram the tales of his victory over the ATKs, but the war was not over. You should know that it was right after this incident that Foolio's mother got shot in her house.
Was that before you got shot 8 times or after?
After. I think that happened in June, and I got...
They tried to take her out.
Yet the battle was not over. The events that took place after this incident are perhaps the bloodiest so far in the history of Jacksonville drill rap.
Man.
To ashes.
I ain't gonna lie, that boy Foolio give me like the Joker vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like in Florida though, it's like the white boys do be having like the little Joker shit going on and Joker theme and shit, you know what I'm saying? But he seemed like a black version of one of them or something, I ain't gonna lie.
On the 23rd of June, Julio Foolio, one of the most controversial rappers leading the new wave of hip-hop in Florida, was reported dead. Foolio was fatally shot right after celebrating his 26th birthday, which he tagged best birthday ever. The news of Foolio's death might be shocking to someone who is not very familiar with the kind of lifestyle that Foolio had lived, but for an insider or someone familiar with the rap culture in Jacksonville, this would be just another murder.
The pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. You already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now.
This footage captured Julio Foolio's last moments. Just like the tragic incident that happened with Youngin Ace, which got his friends killed, Foolio was caught slipping. It was his birthday on the 21st, but he had an extended celebration through the 23rd. While in the spirit of celebration, Foolio dropped his location online.
We just got here, bruh. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party, push up.
And his rival saw a perfect opportunity to strike. After the party was kicked out of the Airbnb by the police, Foolio retired to Holiday Inn Tampa, where he booked a lodge for the night. Unfortunately, Foolio did not make it into the hotel. He was ambushed on arrival and killed by multiple bullets in the parking lot of the hotel. Foolio's death was met with mixed reactions. While his fans and family mourned him dearly, his rivals celebrated his death with a series of diss tracks. His mother's reaction was that of pain, grief, and caution to other kids who were caught up in the same mess. In an Instagram post, she recounted how the altercation between her son and his deadly rivals started. She referred to the story as one that only she could tell because she was a victim of the altercation. She expressed her disdain over the people who have been trolling Foolio since his death and urged that the disses should stop so the dead can rest in peace. If you love this video, click on the card showing on your screen for more videos.
Man, that's a fool with it. Well, shit, Foolio been dissing the dead and shit his damn self, so I can't see people letting up on that shit. His mom just gonna have to accept that shit. Then, like, shit, Youngin Ace situation too, man. Like, at first I was like judging him and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, I kind of could see why he probably a little off and shit. You know what I mean? Losing 3 people at one time that was with you and you down there was taken out too. You know what I mean? That could be like some mental shit. You feel me? So shit, I can see a motherfucker being crazy than a motherfucker after that, and probably never wanting to squash no beef and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like initially though, I heard that nigga didn't even know Foolio when Foolio was dissing him. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like other people that saying they ain't no Foolio too, and he was dissing them. So that's why I say he give me like that Joker vibe. You know what I mean? Because he was like on some bullshit, you know. But yeah, overall though, man, sad situation, man. That shit probably shouldn't even went that far. But then shit, when rap get real, man, sometimes, man, it just get real. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to the Big Bomber TV. And I appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace. Yeah.